alienARMy. I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore, and on this channel we discuss everything out of this world. So today's topic, we are going to be bringing it back with another Bible verse, and this one is quite prevalent, at least in the realm of occult practices, and this is from Genesis 3:2. Now, essentially, there is more to this Bible verse, but what I'm going to read here is what I channeled from, which is really the main point that this Bible verse is driving home. And that is, "And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us." And there's a little more to it than that, but again, I'm just gonna speak on what I know about, what I channeled, and what I channeled was this one sentence is really the crux of this whole entire verse. So at least in regards to like occult practices and things like that. So 3:2, "And the Lord God said, Behold, the man has become like one of us," which in occult terms, they are suggesting and taking meaning from that, which is that even if someone is in a third dimensional flesh suit, that they are still as God. They still can do the things God can do, because God, if we want to look at it, source, prime creator, universe, the all, what have you, is a holographic energy, and the different holograms are the different avatar beings that are souls that reside in a human suit. So it's really just the universe exploring itself through different perspectives. So if you're familiar with what I speak about here, I read the Bible as a law of attraction manual. I would have to say that if you want the top 3 books about law of attraction, the Bible is going to be somewhere in there. If we want to take that into consideration, now God, the Lord, however you want to see that, is speaking and saying that man, the one in the human flesh suit, is like one of us. Now, I don't think it's specified who God is speaking to in that Bible verse, but he's basically saying that the mortals can be like the ethereal beings. So this is also another way to look at it as the law of attraction. Neville Goddard and Florence Scovel Shinn refer to the Bible a lot, but they take it in a different context, which is like God is really source, the all, the law of attraction, and it's simply mirroring that which you are inside, which means that it's connected to you, it's not apart. So however you want to look at this Bible verse, this is very common among occultists, because occultists are not necessarily hiding information. They're sort of gatekeeping the information, which it seems like it's a little shady, kind of like hiding, but they're really getting the word out there in a way which an inexperienced seeker might not be able to decipher. So it's done that way on purpose, because from occult practices, and this is just a message that I'm receiving now, from occult practices, a lot of occultists, if they tried to explain things in layman's terms to like the masses, what would happen is that most are so asleep that they would not even recognize what is being explained to them. They would laugh, they would call it a fallacy, whatever they would do, they would scoff at it, essentially, right? They would say, oh, that's a coincidence, or you can't do that, or it would be some sort of third dimensional bullshit program running. So occultists are not necessarily trying to hide the information. It's just that they already know, because they're occultists. They already have lurked around in the mystical side of things, that they know that everyone is God, but they cannot get that message out by, you know, posting on a billboard saying you are God. People be like, what the fuck is going on here, right? Like, you can work magic, you can perform miracles. They're not going to do that. So essentially with this Bible verse, those who are in the knowing that they are God, they are universe, they are source, they are the all, they are taking that as their tagline. We can do this, anyone can do this. But if you're reading the Bible from a third dimensional standpoint, it's going to go over your head. You're not even going to have any semblance of a clue as to what it really means. So someone reading the Bible from a third dimensional perspective, they are likely to take that phrase and behold, a man is one of us. Wait, what? Like, well, oh yeah, that means God created man in his image. Yep, that's what that means. It's like it totally goes over their head. Okay, so occultists know what this means, that everyone can perform magic, and that the Bible is essentially a great tool for creating miracles and working magic and things like that. It's just, it is the all that is. So that's basically how 322 corresponds to like your occult science or things like that. It's very famous because it's really just stating the obvious, which many fail to see because they look with their eyes and not with their eye, you know. So with that quote, and the Lord God said, behold, the man, he is as one of us. Hello, it's like, how more blatantly obvious can someone be? Like, that's why, you know, fourth dimensional realm and things like that, it's like they're not necessarily trying to hide information, but they have symbolism out there that only the trained eye can see and recognize. Because if they were to even try to allow the masses to know that, most would not even have any idea what they're looking at. And there are also those that dabble in the occult and dark arts and, you know, things like that, and they have different intentions. It's more of like they want to hide that information so that they can be the ones in control. But those occultists are ones that have made deals with the devil, so to speak. So it's like now they want to control and possess others. Whereas like a general knowledge of occult science, it's like, I'm sure you as an awakened one watching this, if you try to explain a fifth dimensional or fourth dimensional concept to someone who is only operating in the third dimensional realm, they looked at you like, okay, I'm gonna go over here. I'm sure you know that you can't just drop knowledge like that on someone who is not awakened. Like, so the way that occultism works, especially with this Bible verse, it's basically those who are drawn to it to seek the deeper meaning. That is a symbol where it's like, okay, well, what does this Bible verse mean, right? It's like, it's sort of like piquing one's interest to conduct their own studies on whatsoever it is that's being held in the symbolism. And that is for just someone who knows about occult things, right? It's not that they're trying to hide them necessarily, but they're more about, well, I can't just put it on a platter and serve it to you because you're gonna think I'm a fucking in Looney Tune, you know? So it's like they have to work things in symbolism. But basically what this Bible verse means is that it is written that, I've been saying that in like all my videos, it's fucking funny. It is written that God, source, the all, universe, prime creator, and the ethereal realm is not separate from man, you know, from someone who's toiling around in a human meat suit. It's like, behold, they are as one of us, which means that it's all connected. Everything is all connected. So there you go with that Genesis Bible verse. I am Oculus, the alien next door, and we will chit chat again soon.